Good morning everybody and welcome back to my phone sex voice. I found that downloading my video through the night meant that I could get it out of the iCloud really easy. So this is part 2 to the sculpted base that you might have seen yesterday. So I'm going to talk through this in my sultry sexual morning tones. This is before a cup of tea, so enjoy. Right, so this is shell that is from Glitterarty. Now the shell has a sticky back to it, so it's so easy to use, okay? It, not like other shells where you've just flouncing about and it's falling about. This all comes in a strip and it's super easy to cut to shape. So I cut that into a strip, I peeled the sticky back off and stuck it to the base layer, and then used my navy pro scissors just to trim to size. Next, we're going in and doing a marble. Today, I'm going to be a proper good YouTuber and put a description of every single product in the drop-down box, okay? But all of these coloured powders are from Glitterarty. They're just so pigmented and they work really well for the way that I like to work. I like to work really, really wet. And because the pigmentation is really good with Glitterarty, I don't lose the colour. So that's why I love them. But I think we've got violet pearl, peacock feathers and blue velvet going into this marble alongside this shell. I just picked out the bits of lavender in the shell and found that the purples with the Glitterbels. Yeah, so we wanted to go for a dark mermaid set. So like a traditional mermaid, like a mermaid that's gone rogue. I don't know what she's done. She's tipping oil in the sea and stuff. She's just battering fish. She's eating cod instead of pollock. She's just a bad mermaid. On this little finger, we're going to have an ombre using peacock feathers. Now that first bead, you place it and you quickly brush it back. That'll make it nice and feathered. And it enables you, so you don't see that harsh line when you come in with your second bead. So quickly blend it back and then paint it down the nail. Okay, so this is peacock feathers. I'm going to stick another little squidge because I just wanted it a tiny little bit higher. Blend it back super quick. And then I'm going to go in with blue velvet. Blue velvet is probably one of my favourite colour powders. It's just beautiful. Okay, so using the tip of my brush to make it flush. And then quick paint. Blending it straight into peacock feathers, okay? Just paint it down. No patting and poking too much because it will polymerize too quickly. Well, no, I will say that. It won't make it polymerize quickly. It just won't give you enough time to paint. You just no patting and poking when you're doing the coloured powders. Just paint it down as you would paint a picture. Right, swoosh. This is Cadbury's purple from Glitterarty. And then I'm going to use Mermaid on the Rocks. But right now, this is Vogue. It's called Vogue Flake. It is yummy. It has a little bit of a colour shift in it. And I'm going to use a lot of it on the pointy finger. But like I say, I will put everything in the description. But it's called Vogue. It's so lovely. Oh, yes. Now, I'm a bit of a fan of the vertical ombre, so I'm going to stick it in the free edge of this extended nail bed. Peacock feathers coming down the one side, super wet, and just gently blend it in so it's easier for the next colour to come over. Make sure that you pull that right up into the wing, and then we'll move on to the other side. And it is just like a normal ombre. You've got to just feather it over the first colour. So we're going to go in with Violet Pearl, nice and wet, running it up that side. Remember, you've got to pull, just gently it over. And then again, make sure that you fill it up to the wing. And then when I'm happy with that, I'm going to put that Vogue flake just around the base of that extended nail bed. So up into the wings and to the base, and then just gently feathering it down. I do this a lot with products. So Vogue I haven't used for a long time, and then I used flakes in a previous set the other day, and I'm all about the flakes now. Everything's gonna have flakes in it, but I do this and I shift between things, and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't used that, so then I'll just use it on everything. So you're gonna be seeing lots of flakes at the moment. Oh, this set's so yummy, isn't it? Can you believe that Kelly, my client today, she was actually my student for the day. She travelled 200 miles to come and get these nails done. Usually on my one-to-ones, I do a hand and the student does a hand. But Kelly was like, no, I've travelled here. I want you to do my nails, Kylie. So we did a look and learn where I sat and I did Kelly's nails, and we talked through the process and how and why and what I was doing. And she left with a crazy, demented mermaid. A mermaid gone rogue, that's it. Rogue mermaid set. So again, here is that shell. Once it's stuck, I'm not sticking it down with acrylic or anything like that. Once it's stuck, it's really easy to trim it. So no, I just roughly cut it to the shape of the nail, but then go in with my scissors. I'm going to go and put some of that blue velvet. From the tip of the brush, makes it nice and flush. And then tap, wipe, paint it down nice and quickly. And we're going to be using lots of Vogue in this in a minute. And I've used that blue velvet just as a background colour. It's not the main colour, it's just the background colour. The main thing is Vogue. Look at it. I am voguing. Dude, I'm voguing. But if you've used angel paper, who's used angel paper and not encapsulated it correctly, and the whole lot has lifted off, this shell can be just like that. So trim it a little bit short on the sides and ensure that you encapsulate it fully. Okay, over encapsulate if you have to, because I'm sure, like angel paper, if you don't get it right, it is gonna pop off. Right, marble. I've got a million videos on marble. It's my favourite thing to do. And this is literally, I think it's like my signature marble. Because I just swoosh marble. I don't mix them all around together. I kind of flow up and down in one direction. 3 wet beads. Mixing them up. Don't do them the same way. Otherwise, all your marble, it would all be one colour on one side. Tip of my brush. Don't push too deep onto the base layer because you'll just smush it. It'll just be a smush. And then same direction, swooshing up, swooshing down, marble. And like all of my marbles, I'm going to put 3 swooshes of glitter as well. Using that Cadbury's purple and Mermaid on the Rock. How fitting was the Mermaid on the Rocks? I would have preferred like Demented Mermaid on the Rocks. That would have been better. Perhaps I'll speak to Joe from Glitterarty and see if we can get a Demented Mermaid on the Rocks. And the final stage is to encapsulate these nails. We want to make sure that nothing is sparkling back at me. If something is, it means that when I come in with a file, I'm just going to ruin it. So make sure everything goes matte. That means I've completely encapsulated everything fully. Don't feel you've got to come in with one massive bead at the cuticle and pull it down like a boss. It don't matter if you come in with 15 beads, okay? It really doesn't matter because it's all going to look the same at the end. So don't ever hang yourself up on what everybody else is doing, okay? I like to stick the first one down, and then I think with this one I came in with 3. but it is a hefty shell one. Literally, I was thinking, oh, Jesus, chitty fucking Christ, how am I going to do this? What's going to happen? It's going to look like a toad. It's going to look big and lumpy, but I just really did encapsulate it and got my metal file board at it, and it looked lush in the end. It didn't look any bigger than the rest either, because I'm not joking. Like, you know, when you do some sets and you're inside, you're not telling the client, but you're thinking, geez, I don't know, I'm not too sure what it's going to look like. I was so happy with it. This and the other shell nail, they look a little bit horrendous and pokey, but oh, nice. Anything that was sticking out just got filed away by the metal file board, and they were no bigger than any of the other nails. Just because I had shell in there and different products, it wasn't any higher. The apex was just as I would have liked it for the length of this nail. It was fine. Okay, so yeah, it looked fine. It wasn't any big. I should have got a side image. You can see it from the photograph, the end photograph. You can just about see how high my apex was, but anything that was poking out got filed away, and it was beautiful. I will definitely be doing more shell and more flakes. So, also, my nails will be getting themselves sorted out very soon. I'm off to Ireland at the weekend to do a masterclass. So if anyone's in Ireland, there are a few spaces left. I'll be in Belfast, so drop me a message on Instagram. And yeah, there's a few spaces. And I most definitely cannot rock up with these little pork sausages. So I have to do those. So I'll get a video to you. And big one, my nail forms are arriving this week. I'm very excited. If you haven't seen them on Instagram, they're holographic. Like, they're holographic. They're beautiful. So I'm going to use them, and I'll get a video up to you and sort these baby pork sausages out. I'm so excited. But I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for always, I love reading comments and stuff like that. And thank you. If you don't subscribe though, please do. It'd make my day. Please share, tell a friend, tell whatever. It's really hard trying to grow all this. So hats off to all those big YouTubers. I guess just got to get more content out there. But I figured that downloading through the night, that's the key. Where I live, up on this hill, some of you might know, I live really remotely in the middle of nowhere, and I don't even have proper Wi-Fi. I have to do it on a satellite broadband because we don't even have a phone line or anything like that, because it's just really hard to get it here. So I think that's why I struggle to download my videos from the iCloud. It doesn't like to come back to me. But now I've discovered I can do it through the night, so fingers crossed I might get a little bit more to you. So yeah, again, thank you so much. I love you all dearly, and I'll see you all again soon.